Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Reed Option, and I am welcoming you to the 5th Gridiron Football League Championship. This is two dominant teams, the Tacoma Thrashers and the Toronto Beavers. A new branding for this season. Looks like every single analyst sees Toronto as the surefire winner. Elijah even taking shots at Jamison Schaffner, one of the send-downs from the Tucson Vipers, giving them an 83% chance to win. We'll find out. Ball don't lie. We've had upsets. We've had deficits overcome. And today we find out who the greatest is. These are two defense-heavy teams all season. The Thrashers being the first in the West with their 4th-ranked pass defense, while the Toronto Beavers have the 2nd-ranked overall defense. Neither too crazy on the offensive side. There we got Randolph taking the kick out. Rodney Randolph, running back, serving as the return specialist, while Franklin DeMarco, MVP favorite, gets under center for the first snap. He drops back, 5-step drop back, hauls it deep, incomplete. And that one was intended for Daquan Dillard, a send down from the, I want to say the Milwaukee Bees. We got send downs this season, the GFL, some affiliates in the NAGA. Not an affiliate there. That one is Brandon Black, the starting free safety for the Thrashers. 3rd down territory already. And DeMarco will not find any luck, as all 3 of his first passes were defended by a Thrasher. That one, GFL veteran Vince Hines. While Jack Storm punts it away to Cub Brantley. You might recognize Cub Brantley from, I believe, an Oakland Blazers championship run. Similar to Kirby Henry being a journeyman running back for the Toronto Beavers. Haven't seen anything from him yet today. Here he is, the man himself, Schaffner, under center, dropping back, sacked. That is Rashad Henley. I don't expect a high-scoring game today, as these two teams are just going to be all over each other. We might see a defensive touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Schaffner dropping back to his right, dishes it out to Andrews. Eugene Andrews, starting running back. They're having a great season as they have a top 3 rushing offense here in Tacoma. That backfield is strong, and Weisenberger, wide receiver 1, Jacob Weisenberger, hauls it in. Blanket coverage, gets them a new set of downs, past midfield. Schaffner, I formation, under center. Decides to drop back, got a fullback in protection. Throws in a double coverage, incomplete. Weisenberger celebrating a drop pass. Some brain games here. Schaffner, once again, to the air. Incomplete. That one intended for Ryan Chevalier. Miami Stadium being kind enough on this rainy day to host us. One of the newer stadiums in Axis Games is Dutch. I think his name's pronounced Deutsch. Jacob Deutsch, the former Raleigh Royal. Obviously, they are now the Rochester Rivermen up in the NAGA. But on a new set of downs, Schaffner looks to his left, finds Andrews. Once again, and Schaffner is just putting on a clinic, really clearing it out for his backup, Tyler McPherson. Second half in the GFL, as we know, all quote-quote backups take the field. In reality, they're all pretty equal. And we get a showcase of over 100 players in total in every single GFL game, including the championship, as all of these players are going to fight for this ring. Almost had a touchdown there, but Corey Ballantyne had something to say about it. Beavers make a stand on 1st and 10, basically 1st and goal. Schaffner dropping back wide open. Man, it's Deutsch! And he hits pay dirt and hits whatever that is. Juan Montemayor, I believe he had, don't misquote me here, don't go double check me, but I believe he had a chip with the Dakota Trappers, a now defunct franchise. Following the touchdown, Montemayor will kick it off. Once again, we see Rodney Randolph take it out just past the 20. Other send-downs on this Toronto squad, other than Daquan Dillard, we have Jordan Saxon, another tight end, center Matthew Baldino, and linebacker, as we've seen, Corey Ballantyne. Sean Pullen there on the defended pass. The affiliates for these two teams, Toronto has Des Moines and Milwaukee, and Tacoma has Colorado Springs and Tucson. Both teams opted to send down 4, and there he is, Kirby Henry, the aforementioned journeyman running back, looking to get his first ring. If I'm not mistaken, Kirby might have been to... Oh man, he's at least been to one championship, I think, with the Waves. He's been around a GFL veteran here. Will not look to Henry this time. Drops back. Kirby Henry at the ripe young age of 26 has spent essentially his whole career down here in the GFL. Hopefully going to work his way up to a roster in the NAGA next season as DeMarco corks it to Daniel Brunetti. Brunetti having a ring, former Oakland Blazer, makes a 43-yard reception down the right side of the field, giving Toronto excellent scoring position here early in the second. And Henry gets stopped for a loss. Great stop there by Defensive Player of the Year candidate Omar Smith. An edge rusher who is a great run stopper. And we have encroachment on Kareem Crawford. Talking about run stoppers. Excellent defensive lineman. Unfortunately made the jump there. With the loud crowd from these Beavers fans, as you can see, the crowd is decorated in orange and purple as we have a new GFL sweetheart in the Toronto Beavers. Both of these teams, first-time championship appearances. Both are newer, not original franchises since Season 1, as we are now in Season 5. And DeMarco almost throws an interception there. Benbow got feet for hands and got slippery gloves as Spencer Gray trots out onto the field to give the Beavers 3, and it's straight through the middle, and the crowd goes wild. You'll love to hear it. You'll love to hear it. Still a one-score game. And Brantley will take it from the end zone. He will take it out. Confident in his ability. Gets stopped at the 21. Tacoma's other send-downs from Colorado Springs and Tacoma combining of Jameson Schaffner. Devion Odom, wide receiver. You've seen him out there. Quentin Sanders, defensive tackle. And Adrian Simpson, you'll see him at running back in the second half. As Eugene Andrews rushes up the middle to the left side for 6 yards. Toronto calling a timeout. Strategic play here by the head coach. Schaffner fakes the handoff, decides to take it for himself, gets the first down. Toronto's head coach. Need to pull up who their head coach is. Michael Oberlander, facing off against Tacoma's head coach Michael Hansen. It's the battle of the Michaels. Not a Michael there as Brent defends the pass. Schaffner hands it off to Andrews on 3rd and 10. Bold call. Probably baiting Oberlander to call another timeout, and he does. Great defensive game. Defensive play caller Tariq Muhammad, NAGA alumnus from Tacoma, as well as James Kemp as defensive coordinator for Toronto, also an NAGA alumnus. They both have had their experience on the field, and now their experience off the field is paying off. DeMarco immediately slings it to his right, gets Brunetti for 17. Rushes back to the line, single back. Looks to his right. Defended pass by Jaden Benbow. We will have 2nd down with just over a minute to go in the half. Wide open man is Johnson, and Johnson finds the sideline and gets tackled just before he gets inside the 20. Juron Johnson with a huge reception there, and they find him again to finish the job and get right inside the red zone. What an electric drive from the Beavers as DeMarco looks to his right in quadruple coverage. Bad throw indeed for Franklin DeMarco. One of his last throws of the game, 3rd and 8. Decides to throw it to his left. Finds Juron Johnson again. Gain of 12. Less than a minute to go. 2 running back set. Strong formation. DeMarco wide open man. It's Ward. Monte Ward puts Toronto in the lead. Spencer Gray lines up for the extra point. Straight through. But. Tacoma has been left with 40 seconds and a chance to tie this thing up or take the lead with 3 timeouts. Brantley fields it from the 3. Goes up the right side, almost evades the tackler and makes it to the 27. Giving Schaffner excellent field position, as it is the hidden yardage game, as Cole likes to say. You'll get to hear me, Cole, and the pasta chef later today in the booth commentating the All-Star game. I'm sure it will be a great one. And Odom, after Schaffner threaded the needle to his fellow send-down from Tucson, they get the first and hurry back to the line. Schaffner once again looking to the air, incomplete. That time not so lucky as the clock stops at 15 seconds. No timeouts burned. We'll probably try to set up the field goal here. Once again, incomplete. I believe that pass earlier was intended for Julian Dyson. Looking at the sheet here, I formation. Schaffner to Andrews. Andrews finds a lane. Green ahead of him. Tries to get out of bounds, and they call the timeout with 2 seconds to go. What an insane run from Eugene Andrews as he finishes the half with 77 yards. No touchdown. Montemayor kicks it through, and now we do our really fast substitutions, as you see me do. Got some nicknames here like Beef Q. If you have a user prospect or if you have a player you sent down, feel free to send me a nickname. if you are in the league. If not, join the league, ask for a nickname. We do those classic XFL style. Keeping track of this is quite difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes my fingers move faster than my brain. But I assure you this is all calculated. There's James Higgins. He's been to the chip before with Toledo as a running back, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of names, and I've commentated a lot of games. So here we are, tied up 10-10, heading into the second half. Kick returners do not get subbed out. Cub Brantley making up for his last kick return, still winning that hidden yardage game up to the 34-yard line. And Tyler McPherson sporting the number 42 thanks to Pottsville, who briefly had him post-draft. Not a send-down, though. Just that much of a star player. As you can see, after that gain of 6 on first down, McPherson finds his man. Incomplete, though. Not Ving Rames, but Victor Rames, if I'm not mistaken. As Simpson gains 2. Couldn't get the first down. And Tacoma will be forced to punt it after going 3 and out. Despite the good field position, Joe Donati punts it to Rodney Randolph. He'll immediately get tackled. It was Jordan Gibbs gunning him down. Here we have Daniel Grasso taking his first snap of the game. Montavious Sims lined up on his right side. Play fake to Sims. We will have Stephen McGuire get the 1-yard reception. Grasso with 2 backs. Decides to throw near Henry. Incomplete. 3rd and 9. Might have 2 3-and-out scenarios with this wet weather, making it difficult to play. Grasso, incomplete. And lo and behold, Stephen Hunter II, veteran at this point. He has been passed around. Is he 29 yet? 27, young guy. A couple 29-year-olds on both of these teams. You cannot be 30 and in the GFL. We have 4 on each team. Unfortunate for those players. They cannot participate in the fun league that is the GFL, but they still can get signed to the NAGA, because why not? I don't know about you, but if I spent my whole career here, I had a good time, finished out on a chip, one of those 4 players that wins the championship this year, I'd retire. Go into coaching. That is a path for players. Full coaching staffs in the GFL as well as the NAGA. Is that who I think it is? Is that JT Shelby getting the reception there? We are past the 50-yard line. Justin George lined up to the left of McPherson. He hands it off to Simpson. George picks up the block. And Simpson gets a first down there, gain of 14. Chains are moving, and Tacoma has a chance to go ahead of Toronto here. Simpson puts him inside the 30. Undoubtedly, field goal range for Christopher Kuntz. Handoff once again. This time to Simpson. Again, 4-yard gain. RPO there. Opted not to throw to one of his 2 targets. And the crowd is chanting for Toronto to make the stop. And the receiver wasn't ready. He wasn't looking. 4th and 3, and lo and behold, out marches Christopher Kuntz. Donati holds it. Gets the clean kick. 41-yarder is good. Toronto will need to respond here if they want to catch up to Tacoma. Make this a game. And overtime in the chip would be nice. Access Football 2027 is coming out. Coming up here in late August. Got a lot of brand new features from Danny Jugan and gang from the Axis team. A lot of visual enhancements. We have a field editor, in-depth field editor. We have Montavious Sims running for 12 yards. First down. But we also have back to some royalty-free music. No more Skillet in 27. But there are plenty of animation overhauls too, due to weight now being taken into account, I guess, in preparation for next season's height. Franchise has new articles. This is all just off the top of my head. I mean, there's plenty. Go to the Access Football Discord server. Check out their blog. Subscribe to their Patreon. Daniel Jugan is a great guy out of the Carolinas. A professor. And just an overall great guy. And a great developer of football games. I respect his vision, and that is why we use Access Football for our sim leagues. To give you content like this. The customizability is out of this world. And it's only getting better. As Sims moves the chains right on the logo. Right on that royalty-free Beaver logo. And Grasso to the left gets batted down. It is Ingraham. Emmett Ingraham. Inside linebacker. All the way out on the left side. Grasso on a second down. Hands it off to Sims out of shotgun. And he makes it inside the 30. Oh, just outside the 30. Little animation glitch there. He said, move me forward. 3 minutes to go. Grasso under pressure from the center. Finds Sims. And Sims gets pancaked. Well, actually sandwiched more so. Gets speared from the back. Gets pushed in the front. Might need to take a rep or two, but he's still out there. He will not miss this drive for the world. And Grasso, with nobody covering him, gets a touchdown to Aaron Hargrove. Grasso on his third passing attempt. Puts Toronto back in the driver's seat. And Tacoma now has 2.5 minutes to burn and get a touchdown. No field goal will bail them out. Although I haven't seen teams do this, they could just kick a field goal and then go for the 4th down conversion. But at that point, like, why not just trust your offense to get a touchdown? So what am I saying? Special thanks this season to Logan, the owner of the Baton Rouge Redbirds, former owner of the Raleigh Royals, former head coach of the Milwaukee Bees, for recording this season with me. I miss my old buddy PTG, but if you want to help out with me and Logan, you leave a comment or join the Discord server and ping. Just ask for read option. There you go, ask for read option, and I got you. You can help out with this fun experience. We're almost a experimental league for training commentators and recorders. See if you got what it takes. We might have Logan joining the ranks of us, me, Pasta, Cole, Onyx, the gang, in simming the games. It's a fun thing to do. I enjoy it. And I'm sure Austin Salmons enjoyed getting that first down just like Adrian Simpson just did. Salmons, the former Boston Brawler, facing off against his former teammate in Kirby Henry. Again, he's probably everybody's former teammate, but I know he was a brawler for a while. Simpson losing 4. Should have just let it go. Clock not ticking. As McPherson finds Simpson for a gain of 14. But they won't give them the first down as it is 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Tacoma really needs to get this first. It's 4-down territory anyways. And they don't get it. Opted to pass for whatever reason. Here we go, the defense chance. 4th and inches, immediately throws and it gets batted off a guy's helmet, Nick Sibley. Turnover on downs, and Tacoma needs to make 3 stops. First down, play action, makes him look, and James Higgins gains 7, but runs out of bounds or gets tackled out of bounds. Clock stops. Apologies for my voice today, by the way. I'm sick. So, not going to be as lively as read option typically is. Tacoma bats another one down. Sean Richmond. Great defense there. 3rd and 3, this is it. Does he get the first? They don't give it to him. 4th and inches, and Tacoma calls their only timeout they've had to call. So they now have 2 timeouts and 55 seconds. Where will McGrath put it? Excellent punt by Daniel McGrath. Pins him at the 13, inside the 20. Now 2 timeouts and a dream. Will it be enough for Tyler McPherson and gang? First down, almost picked off. Sibley again. That man is coming in clutch. McPherson picked off. There he is. Sibley. But it's not game over yet. Tacoma can still call 2 timeouts, and they won't have enough time on the 3rd kneel down, because that's not how Axis works. Grasso doesn't run it. He throws it to the end zone, and none of them pick it off. Elijah Marshall on the defended pass there, and they're not even going to try and kneel this thing out. They said, you know what? We're going for it. We're going for it all. And Sims, wow. Stopped just 1 yard short. It is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. This could be it. Grasso under center. Hands it off, and that's game. Montavious Sims has guaranteed the Toronto Beavers a victory. As Daniel Grasso comes out one last time in victory formation to claim the Throgmorton Bowl trophy for the Toronto Beavers. And after the streaming of this game, MVP voting is officially closed. Franklin DeMarco is your offensive player of the game, and Sibley is your defensive player of the game. I'm giving this one to Nick Sibley. It was a great team effort. Great job by the Tacoma guys. Really spread the ball. Not a lot of defensive come-ups. Definitely on the defended passes. I mean, look at that. Wow. Did an excellent job all around. No mistakes. Barring one interception to Nick Sibley. Even the quarterbacks both did their part. I mean, look at this. Incredible performance by both teams. Look at his defense. There he is, Sibley, 3 defended passes, an interception, and a tackle. What a man. Nick Sibley gets your Throgmorton Bowl MVP as the Toronto Beavers bring it home to Canada. The trophy returns to Canada after Montreal had won in Season 2 of the GFL. Now here we are, Toronto taking home the trophy. Thank you all for tuning in to another exciting season of the GFL. I trust that you all will be with me next season as I am Read Option, and I'll see you next time.